right, Harold. He's an immigrant from Honduras who never went to school, college, or medical school. Yet the man known as Dr. SEBI claims to have found the cure for several life-threatening diseases, including AIDS. Too good to be true? Well, you be the judge. The lump in Myrtle Greek's left breast is gone.
I haven't had any symptoms or problems or anything.
Sabrina Peterson's son no longer disabled by sickle cell anemia.
He has a lot of energy. I have to make him rest.
Disease is cured by this man. His name is Dr. SEBI, but you won't find a medical degree hanging from his wall. Instead, a certificate of healing.
We have complex things with science, but if we go back to God and use the herbs as God said, then you can see how simple it is.
Dr. SEBI believes what ails you can be cured with natural alkaline herbs and a vegetarian diet solely made up of what he calls electric foods. Mushrooms, greens, and rye breads without starch.
Hippocrates established the principle of medical science by using herbs to cure diseases, then why the physician using the chemicals?
40 years ago, a doctor in Mexico cured SEBI of diabetes, asthma, and obesity with the very same herbs and diet he dispenses to all of his patients, whether they're suffering from lack of energy or full-blown AIDS.
That package is an intracellular chelation. I'm removing plaque from the system. I'm removing inflammation. That is the base for all disease.
And according to a medical affidavit provided by Dr. SEBI, it's working. It shows a patient diagnosed with HIV in November of 1993 was cured 2 months later. Thousands of patients worldwide swear by his methods and natural herbal medicines.
In the tiny village, Lisa sought guidance for body and soul from an herbal guru named Dr. SEBI.
Dr. SEBI, according to him, can cure anything. Everything from trying to lose weight to, looking for a cure for AIDS. People go there with hopes and dreams that Dr. SEBI can somehow save them.
She had been through so many intense problems in her career and in her life and in her personal life that she didn't know where to turn. And this doctor, she said, had shown her how to really open up and cleanse all of the negativity out of her.
She told me she was suffering with alcoholism and that she was smoking excessively, cigarettes, drinking and smoking. She asked me, what do I need to do to stay on the side of peace? I said, fast, do what Jesus did. She said, what did Jesus do? He fasted for 40 days and 40 nights.
Midway through her 40-day ordeal, an obviously gaunt Lisa spoke with MTV News.
I've been polluting my body for 30 years. 40 days is not a long time to me to fast. 40 days represents overcoming death. It's the number of days that Jesus fasted for, and I kind of feel like I'm on a journey sometimes. Don't really know quite where I'm headed.
At the ending of the fasting, she came to me. I heard the door opening at 2 o'clock in the morning. She said, I completed my fast this morning. I said, what did you see? I saw God. She said, I'm going to make you famous. I said, how? Because I'm going to talk about you. Does everyone know you cure AIDS and cancer?
There's just a lot of people in the world who are suffering. They're sick. They're not happy. They're looking for answers. They don't know where to turn. Well, I know a man who's been curing AIDS since 1987. This guy has taught me a lot, and I need to share my knowledge, with the world.
So why is it that we always seem to put school in front? Why is it that we always seem to think that we need to read books to enhance our journey? When I did. I disliked school. Yes, I did. But my grandmother that raised me was a very understanding woman. You see, many people don't know as to how is it that this one man, Dr. SEBI, your brother, is curing AIDS. Well, if I had read books
What do I have that is so different? In the past 450 years since the brothers from Africa, our anthropologists, our historians, our revolutionaries, they never talked about the very important thing that was supposed to be addressed, our diet. So now, in the last 450 years, the Western medicine has been prevailing. What do they say? When you are sick, you have a germ, a virus, or a bacteria, which is the cause of the manifestation of disease. That's what they say. A germ, a virus, or a bacteria. Oh yeah? But if you have identified the cause of disease, how come you're not curing anything? I said no. It's mucus. There's only one disease, never two. And don't be afraid. I told that to the Supreme Court of New York when I was arrested in 1988. I was arrested in New York. Why? I was arrested in New York. Why? I was arrested in New York. Why? Well, after I put my compound together, I killed some people in LA. I quit my job. Everybody said I was a fool because quitting a job making over $2,500 a month to me in 1980. And I was a bachelor. They said, you crazy. Why? You were brought to earth. I said, I'm going to cure every disease in the world. You ain't going to cure anything. Shut up. They said, okay. I quit my job and I'm curing the diseases. Now what? I came to you. After I had cured 5 AIDS patients, 10 diabetics, about 15 sickle cell, about 4 blind, I decided to go brave on this stuff. I put it in the Amsterdam News, the British Voice, and the New York Post. AIDS has been cured. When the Attorney General saw that, he said to tell me to remove the ad. I sent back and asked the man, why should I remove the ad? He got very angry and sent me to the Consumer's Affairs to see another white man named Mr. Fitzgerald. He said, well, are you the author of this ad that claims that AIDS has been cured? I said, yes. I want you to remove it. He said, why should I always hear people telling me to do things and yet not giving me a reason? So I said, sir, why should I remove the ad? He said, because I said so. I said, oh boy, we have a little problem. Small little problem, sir. He said, what is the problem? The problem is that the only person in the universe, and that's including the Virgin Mary, would tell me to do something I will do it. It's not the Virgin Mary nor you. It happens to be my mama. See, when my mama tells me to do something, I'm not going to question her. But if the Virgin Mary or you tell me to do something, I'm going to ask you why. Why do I have to remove the ad? He said, because I said so. I said, well, the ad stayed in the paper. I went to my office. Very, very night. It's a Monday night. I got a call on 8 o'clock, right around this time. I see you haven't removed the ad. I said, I have a sneaky feeling that you're going to tell me where I should remove it. He said, I'll see you in hell. The next day, I was arrested. Practicing medicine without a license. Selling products that are approved by the FDA. And claiming to cure AIDS and other diseases, which is a fraudulent claim. But let me tell you something. The white man won. Why he won? I won the case. I proved that I could cure AIDS. But he won because he knows that you would never believe it. That is where the white man won. And to substantiate my claim, when I won the case, the night that I went to get the verdict, there was no black people there. There was a bunch of white people there. The Park Slope paper came to me. The white man sent that to me. Dr. Stevie, you mind if I ask a question? I said, no. Where are the black newspapers? Tonight you have set a precedent. This is the first time in the United States government or the country in which someone stood up American Medical Association has went. Where are the black newspapers? I said, I don't know. Where are the black leaders? I don't know. I don't even care. I did it for me, not the public. I want to show the world what a black man could do. The white man said, well, I'm going to write about it. And you put it in the Foxglove paper. Urbanist cure AIDS. Dr. Sebi natural cure for AIDS and more use food, not drugs. A white man did that. I went to Saigon. I went to Jesse Jackson. I went to Al Sharpton. I went to Maddox. I went to Mason. I went to Van Jokenan. None of them have. They prefer to see you dead. I'm traveling across the continent because I said they have abandoned me in America. I went to Africa. I went to Sierra Leone. They looked at me like I was stupid. I went to Ghana. They didn't want to hear it. I went to Zimbabwe. No, I went to Tanzania. The ambassador looked at me and he talked a whole bunch of stuff. He went on to talk about spirituality and the ghosts and the spirits. I said, I want to go home. I went to Zimbabwe. I went to see Dr. Parinyatwa. I said, Dr. Parinyatwa, I don't want to be disappointed, but if I am disappointed, I would understand. He said, what do you have for Zimbabwe? I said, I cure AIDS. I cure diabetes. I cure sickle cell. I cure blindness. And it's the proof. He said, I think about it. I said, fine. I came back to America. Never to look back at Africa. This may sound bad to you. Well, yes, it does sound bad, isn't it? That I'm an African by heritage. And that the one place that I should rescue from the grasp of disease should be Africa. Am I right? That is our mother. But when you go to Africa and you talk to an African leader, he look at you like you're stupid. How do you think I'd be? I went to South Africa to see Mr. Mandela and the rest of them. The other day when I saw Mandela sitting there in his big chair, I saw the biggest fool in the world. Why? Because he's lying. He's straight out lying. Why do I make such a blatant statement? Because I know I'm telling the truth. He's lying. Because I went to South Africa. I went to his ministry, and he too rejected. I went to Oprah Winfrey. She rejected. WWRL, they said, don't interview this man. WNIB, they called him and said, don't you interview this man. So who do I turn to? My mother told me, because my mother's still alive. She's 90, I'm 70. She's 20 years older than me. She had me when she was 20. She said, son, look, let me tell you something. Shut up. You told me 5 years ago that the black race has been drugged with glucose, and you want them to listen to you. You want black people to listen to you when they ate glucose and continue to do so. What is glucose? Glucose is a chemical that will change your thinking pattern. It intercepts and confounds the hypothalamus in your brain. That's what sugar does.